UFC 259. It was a good night for a lot of people. Wasn't a good night for a lot of other people. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Deal once again, bringing you game on the line. Now, don't forget, make sure you hit the subscribe. Follow us everywhere on social media. @TheGotl. That's @TheGotl. And make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. All right. And also, don't forget, we're giving away gift cards. Trying to reach to 1,000 subscribers, so make sure you keep the page going. All right. Now, let's get right to it. UFC 259. It's a great show, great event. You know, don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed it. I watched the whole thing live on my phone and then, on my TV because I, was running all over the place. And I got to say, the end, obviously, the main event did not disappoint to a certain degree. But let's talk about it. Let's break it down. All right. Now, the one of the first fights or second fight in the main event, or third, if you want to call it, Yang versus Sterling. Let's talk about the controversy. Okay, let's get that out the way. Now, obviously, if you watch the fight live, you know that Sterling, he was down, one knee down, one knee up. His head was down, and he was hit by a cheap shot by Yang on the ground by the knee. And it was, rumored and, talking about, Sterling was down and his Yang asked his corner. I hope I'm saying his last name correctly, by the way. Yang asked his corner, okay, can I hit him? And they screamed out, yeah, you can hit him. But I don't think they intentionally meant you can knee him. You can hit him, but you can't knee him. I don't know. And then he ended up taking a real, that's one of the things where, yeah, you're a fighter. Yeah, you have a, trainer on the sideline, telling you what to do and things like that. But at the same time, you got to know the rules. I mean, at the end of the day, you're the one that's in there. I mean, at the end of the day, you have a boss, you have a manager who tells you, do this, do that, do this, do that. But you're the worker. You're the one that's performing. You're the one that's doing the job. If you do something wrong, at the end of the day, the look is going to be on you, not your manager, your boss, or whoever. The look is going to be on you. So if you did not know the rule where if a guy is down, head is down, and you cannot knee him, and you got to ask your corner, can you hit him, but you end up kneeing him and not hitting him with a shot or whatever, come on. So we can play the blame game or whatever. And I got to say, like I said, I watched that fight live, and Sterling, he did not deserve to win. He was the champion. Yang, he was calm, he was collective, he was patient. I really liked the way the fight was going. Sterling was just all over the damn place. Let's just call it for what it is. And it just ain't no race thing, black, white, forget that. Sterling his energy was down. He was all over the place. He used too much energy in the first 2 rounds, and he was just not hitting his targets, all over the place. And next thing you know, he's awarded the title because of a disqualification. And I gotta say, during the whole making it official and things like that, and Sterling getting the title because of the disqualification, I gotta say, Dana White, he was, obviously behind, getting ready to put the title on the winner. And I gotta say, I looked at him and his head was down. He was disappointed because that's the kind of thing you do not want to happen. First of all, you don't want nobody to get hurt. And then second of all, you don't want a new champion based off of disqualification by somebody else, by the previous champ. It's not what the UFC is built for. Let's just call it like that. All right, now moving on from that. Oh man, Amanda Nunes and Megan Anderson. What is there more to do? I mean, it's once again watching that fight live, and Megan, I guess she was 11-4 up until that fight. Fought pretty good against other opponents and things like that. But Amanda Nunes, obviously got a better record. She was 21-3. I'm sorry, 20-4 before the fight. And I ain't gonna lie, I thought the fight was at least gonna go to round 2, round 3, whatever the case may be. But like the announcer said, like the commentator said, it's like when Anderson got that first real shot, it was over from there. Like it hit her eye, just opened up like every other opponent that Nunes has faced, and it just surprised her. Now you would think she got a longer reach, taller. You would think, hey, Nunes probably can't reach her, but at the end of the day, I guess it's not about your height, your reach, or whatever. It's about power. So she can hit you, she can kick you, she can submit you. It's so many different things. It was like you felt sorry because damn, it was in the first round. It's like, but then again, how many times Ronda, how many times did she beat somebody in the first round, submission or whatever? I mean, is it going to that level now? So but then again, hey, I wasn't mad because I bought the fight and I actually enjoyed it. And this is another thing as well. I like the humble that Amanda Nunes display. Yeah, she's a great fighter. She's not cocky or whatever like some of these other fighters out there and things like that. She's actually very likable. She's very humble. And you can appreciate that, to bring her daughter out to have a little moment with the opponent that she just whooped with her daughter. It was a humble moment. She always been humble. She beats somebody, she give them a hug, things like that. So respect. She might be one of my, or if not my favorite UFC fighter right now. Conor McGregor, he's losing more than he's winning, and we'll talk about these other fighters at another time. But Amanda Nunes, at least she's more consistent. We can just say that. Now, obviously, the main event. It's I'm trying to say his name correctly. Adesanyo and June, the light heavyweight champion, going against the Adesanyo. It's that fight right there. At least it went to distance. At least it went to the 5th round or a decision. At least it went to that. But once again, watching the fight live, you can tell at least by the 3rd round who had the advantage. You can really tell by who had the advantage because, and commentators, I ain't gonna lie, I paid attention to that because once the commentators started saying where when you jump 40 pounds, to fight in another division that you never fought before, extra 40 pounds, and he was 5 pounds lighter than John, and you think you can, basically win off of skill, and understandable because he's a very skilled guy, but that's a different kind of level. There is different kinds of levels to this. So you could have stayed in your division, dominated that, and called for what it is. I give him credit for trying, but at the same time, it's like it's a huge difference. The weight is different. The fight style is different. You can see it in this fight. So for Adesanyo to have his first loss, at least it's in another division, understandable. But at the same time, like his trainer said in the interview, it's time to eat some humble pie and work on some different things, because now you see that it's not as easy in any other division. Sometimes you got to stay in your box. So overall, June, he deserved to win. It was a good fight, back and forth, but the last 2 rounds, not the submission, but the domination, the ground game and everything, you can tell who's in the correct weight class and who is not. We can leave it at that.